Today I'm here at Custom Container Living to show you how shipping containers are turned into luxury homes. So let's do it. All right, so I'm here on the 24,000 square foot floor of the warehouse where they actually put together all of these shipping containers into homes. And it's kind of like an assembly line process that starts right here behind me. This is an empty shipping container, and it's going to work its way through the process to have all of the flooring, the windows cut, doors, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, everything you can think of to make it into a finished space. So this is the next step in the process. This is where they cut the windows and doors into the unit, and they actually apply some adhesive and material that will seal in the containers to not allow weather or water, humidity, any of those things into your unit and make it, mildew. Once that's done, they're gonna start working on the flooring in these, and then you see here the rough-in framing is gonna start. And this facility has a full-on production. You can see all of the carpentry and framing related tools, wood, 2x4s, all that. And over here, the guys are working hard behind me to do the electrical, plumbing rough-in and continue it along the line. As we work our way further down, we're now at the drywall station. So this is where all the drywall goes in. And then up ahead, this is where they actually mud the drywall and start to tape it, sand it, and get the walls ready for paint. In this unit, the drywall has been installed, the taping has been done, sanding has started, but the painting has not started yet. So as we move down the line, it's just gonna continue to grow. The unit that we're in right here, this is actually a dormitory that's gonna go to Roanoke College in Virginia. And it's designed to have 2 students per 20-foot section with a shared bathroom. Now you'll see here behind me at the next station, they're installing the windows, not doors yet, but the windows are going in here. They leave all the protection on there to make sure that it doesn't get damaged. Now on the inside, it's a little bit darker. You can see the floor has been installed, but it's actually covered, that way they don't damage it. Some of the more finishing touches are starting to go in to include the window trim, door trim. This one here, you can see this looks just like a regular house. It's starting to really take shape. All right, so you can see here, this unit is starting to get painted. That's why it's all taped off and everything. They cut it in just like a regular house, and then it'll be sprayed on the inside or rolled to make sure that paint doesn't overspray anywhere where it's not supposed to. So you can see here, this unit is already painted on the outside. It's got the black trim, if I can find where to put my finger, black trim and blue exterior. It's nearing completion. I'm really bad at this YouTube thing, I think. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I should keep doing videos like this. All right, so you can see the units are starting to take more shape. Let's go inside and check out some of the interior features that they're working on. So on the interior, you can see they're starting to install the cabinets, some of the more finishings in the unit. They actually have an in-house cabinet shop, which I'll show you in just a second. They have an in-house cabinet shop, which does a great job of making everything that you see in here to spec for each model. What's really cool is you can put a deck on these things right here. So in this station right here behind me, this is actually the frame that's gonna go on top of a container and become the floor of a rooftop deck. And so these can be completely customized. You can stack these containers, 20 foot, 40 foot, whatever it is, and then put the rooftop deck on them however you want. This unit behind me is completely custom. That's kind of like the one that I'm gonna be getting. It's the one I'm doing is a 3 40-foot shipping containers. There are 2 side by side and 1 stack. So it'll be 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, spiral staircase, wood burning stove, and full-size kitchen. So I'm super pumped to be able to be here at Custom Container Living to film this video, share with you kind of the creative process of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and then also the build so that you can see how amazing these things are. This unit behind me is going up to Vermont, and it is 6 total containers, 40-foot containers, 3 of them side by side, and there are 2 stacked this way instead of that way. So really cool. Any different way that you want to put these things, they can design it. So let's go look at some of the finished ones. I've tried to count how many forklifts they have, and it's definitely over 6 at this point. And one of them is by far the largest forklifts I've ever seen in my life. So, all right, the model I want to show you the most is the Haven, because it's most similar on the downstairs levels of what my 3 container unit is going to be. So let's go inside and check it out. All right, so you go in the main door and you immediately come into the kitchen. So this kitchen is on 2 walls right here behind me and also on this back wall. So this back wall is about 16 feet. So from this point right here is where I envision my main camera, because I'm gonna put my kitchen on just the back wall. That way I have the correct depth of field, so it goes all the way back here to the main camera, with another one over here, another one over here, and another one up here that looks down at my island where I'll be cooking things and doing funny videos more than likely. So if I spin around and I put this camera and myself on the back wall of the container, you can see all the way down. So it's 40 feet long from wall to wall and 16 feet wide. Now it's 16 feet because this is 2 shipping containers put next to each other. So in the walls, there's the framing, there's the insulation. The insulation for these is a spray foam. So the bottom level, the roof, and the walls are all spray foamed. So we'll work our way into the bedroom here. Inside the bedroom, you'll find a bed. Now this one is a queen size bed. This model, the Haven, is a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 2 container, 40-foot container build. So it has a walk-in closet right there with a washer and dryer hookup. There is another closet right here. And then there's a Jack and Jill door into the bathroom right here. This is a full-size bathroom. This is bigger than the bathroom that I have at home in one of my bathrooms. Tub, shower combo, full-size toilet, sink. That's me in the mirror if you didn't figure that out. And now I've come back into the main living space, and that's it. So you might be wondering about heating and cooling. They use these mini splits, ductless mini splits in these units. And pretty much all of them, the way that it's structured is in any main living space, there's one of the units as well as in the bedroom. So one in here, the main space, and then on the back wall, there's one right there. So anything else, any other questions that you have, just ask down in the comments. I'm happy to answer anything because I am very invested in this. This is a project that I've wanted to do for a long time. I don't know why, because I stayed in these in Iraq when I was in the Army, combat housing units, and those things were not that nice. These are like the luxury version of them, and I just think they're really cool. So let's talk exterior options. As you can see, this unit has a board and batten kind of style finish on the bottom and the top. It can also have vinyl. You can leave it exposed as the container. It'll be treated and coated with a paint that's gonna prevent the weather elements from getting to it. Or you can do a combination, and that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do with mine. I'm gonna do a board and batten either on the bottom or the top, and then leave the shipping container metal exposed and painted on mine. Okay. All right, so right here you can see the cabinet shop. It's all sealed up to keep all the dust and everything out. But that's where they make any of the custom furniture that they'll put in there if that's part of your plan. And all of the cabinetry that's in the kitchen, bathrooms, really anywhere that there's fine millwork done, they do it on site here. So you can see there's all kinds of options here. I am definitely going to try to get a couple of these things. I'm going to put the one on our farm. Start there, use it as a filming studio and content creation place, as well as a guest house for friends and family. But then I want to expand these bad boys. I want to put these things everywhere. To include this off-grid home, which has solar panels on the roof, a rainwater collection, 500 gallons or 250 gallons, 2 or 3 batteries, and a composting toilet. So you can put these things anywhere. Foundation, let's talk about the foundation real quick. So the foundations type that these can go on would be a concrete slab, piers, crawl space, or a basement. So 4 different methods that you can do to place these wherever you want, anywhere in the country, as long as you meet the building codes in your county or jurisdiction. So let me know if you have questions. Okay, love you, bye. Now you're probably wondering, how do I get this thing to my property? Well, it's gonna go through these doors and come outside. And then from there, it's gonna go on one of these trucks. And these trucks are able to slide it off into position on your pad, or a crane will be used to lift them into place. Now, if you want to get a quote to see what it would cost to have it shipped to you, you can go on the website, customcontainerliving.com, to have that done. Thank you to Custom Container Living for sponsoring this video and building my dream shipping container home on my property.